Hey guys, how you doing? Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, down here in my basement in the card room, shooting a quick video. I wanted to show you some cards I picked up from Matt from the Card Story. Matt Aldridge, a great guy, and we were roommates at Strongsville. And Matt had brought a bunch of 1954 Topps Commons baseball cards that he had graded, and he was looking to get rid of them. He wasn't interested anymore, and we made a really good deal on these 54 Topps cards. There's 39 of them, and they're all graded by CSG, and they're all common players. And but I'm working on a combined set, 52, 53, 54 players, and so I was really happy to get those from Matt, and I think he was happy to get rid of them too, because he was brought them all the way from Texas to Ohio, and 39 graded cards, so it's pretty heavy actually when you start carrying that in your luggage and overhead bins and so on and so forth. So I was real happy, and I think Matt's happy too. I'm going to get the camera turned around and I'll show them to you. Okay, as you can see, here's the stack of cards I'm going to be showing you, and there's 39 of them, I should say, and they're all common players. But I just wanted to show you what I got. They're all really nice looking cards. 1954s. Ray Jablonski, the St. Louis Cardinals. And again, these were CSG graded cards. It's a really nice slab. I like the look of the slab. It's very clear. It looks nice. I've never had any CSG slabs, but Ray Jablonski with the St. Louis Cardinals, card number 26. And so again, I'm working on a combined set, 52, 53, 54. One player, or each player, such as a Mickey Mantle, would be in the 52, 3, and 4. So I would just have one of the Mantle cards if that ever happens. Of course, somebody like a Hank Aaron was in the 54 set only, so that would be his choice. But just one card of each player that were in those sets. And here's Ken Raffensperger. Ken Raffensperger, a pitcher for the Cincinnati Redlegs. A nice looking card. And I really love the 54s. Oh, they are just great cards. Love the design of them. Just so beautiful. This is card number 46. And again, I really do like their slabs. These slabs are nice. And I don't know much about CSG. And I'll be looking, I guess, a little bit more into them now that I have quite a few of them. Johnny Schmitz with the Washington Senators. Sorry about that. This is card number 33. So yeah, this is a big addition for my 54s. There's no doubt about it. Don Mueller, outfielder, New York Giants. Just a real nice card. Card number 42. Ted Kazansky, shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies. Card number 78, Theodore Kazansky. Dwayne Pillette, Baltimore Orioles. Really like that Orioles hat design. So cool. Nice logo. Stan Jock. Jock. Ellis Kinder, pitcher for the Red Sox. Willie Jones, third baseman for the Phillies. And I understand these cards, they're all common cards. They may not be of much interest to you, but I really want to at least get them cataloged on a video of what I've got and when I got them and who I got them from. Jim Hegan, a catcher for the Cleveland Indians. I believe he had a son named Mike Hegan who was also played baseball. And for some reason I remember that name with the Milwaukee Brewers in the 70s. Mike Hegan, but Jim Hegan with the Cleveland Indians. Mel Parnell, pitcher with the Red Sox. The thing I love about these 54s is the background colors. Dick Cole, shortstop for the Pirates. Of course, just you have the yellows and the blues, the reds, the greens, just a lot of different colors. Dick Cole. These are really, really nice 54s. White, Johnny Klippenstein, pitcher for the Cubs. Of course, every time I see a Cubs in a white, I think of Ernie Banks with the 54. John Klipstein. Eddie Stanky, manager for the St. Louis Cardinals. Edward Stanky. Harry Perkowski for the Red Legs. Hal Rice, outfielder for the Pirates. Johnny Logan, shortstop for the Milwaukee Braves. Of course, being a big Eddie Matthews, Warren Spahn, Hank Aaron guy, reading a lot of books, there's a lot about Johnny Logan. He was a heck of a ball player. He was a really good ball player. He's kind of one of those glue guys, you know, that kind of held the team together for the Braves in the 50s. Johnny Logan. Solly Hemus. Don't quite know how to pronounce that last name. Solly Hemus. Shortstop for the Cardinals. Solomon Joseph Hemus or Hamus. Howie Fox, pitcher for the Orioles. Again, this is the first time I'm really taking a good look at them since I've got them home. I looked at them, of course, when I was with Matt in the motel, but to really just kind of take and study the cards a little bit. Bob Turley, pitcher for the Orioles. Alex Grammas, shortstop for the Cardinals. I remember Alex, he think he was a coach for the Big Red Machine for Sparky Anderson for the Reds in the 1970s, and then he was a manager for the Milwaukee Brewers in the 70s, I believe, and not real successful. But I just remember the name Alex Gramos, and associated with the Brewers. Roy McMillan. Bob Hoffman for the Giants. And if you've stuck with me this far, I do appreciate it. But like I said, I want to look at these 54s and get them on video. Carlos and for the Red Sox. Don Linhart, outfielder for the Orioles. Wally Westlake, Cleveland Indians. These cards are very sharp, very nice. Going to be a real nice addition for the 54s, that's for sure. Dave Hoskins, Cleveland Indians. Billy Hunter, shortstop for the Orioles. Here's another guy who was just so critical to the Braves' success. Andy Pafko, outfielder for the Milwaukee Braves. And again, just another glue guy, just another guy that made the team complete. They're in the mid-50s, and just a great player. Andy Pafko. Every team's got to have some Pafkos on their team. Eddie Lopat, pitcher for the Yankees. Dave Philly, outfielder for the Cleveland Indians. That's the beauty of collecting cards. We all have different goals. We all have different methods. Jim Lemon, outfielder for the Cleveland Indians. And I know there's a lot of you out there that would have no desire whatsoever to own a bunch of 1954 common players. And, but again, that's the beauty of collecting. We all can collect how we like and how we enjoy the hobby. I enjoy the hobby through the common players and building sets, and I also enjoy the hobby through the Hall of Fame players. Paul Minner, Chicago Cubs. And really, again, that's just the beauty of any collection. You know, you collect however you like. You collect and do it how you like, and there's no wrong way. There's maybe some ways that are more cost efficient or better for storage, but again, collect how you like, and this is how I like to collect. Johnny Lippin. I sure do enjoy watching other people's, the way they collect. Some people are very concentrated Bobby Adams, Cincinnati Reds. You know, some people, their collections are forever changing focus points. Some are expanding slowly. Some are contracting. You know. And for me, I've just got to collect how I've always collected. Marion Fricano. You know, I'm at a point in my life, I guess, in the early 60s. I'm in my early 60s, just recently retired. Ray Murray, the Athletics. Yeah, I've got to stay true to my my collecting heart, my collecting goals, and the way I enjoy collecting, what I like to look at. I've never been one that you know, felt like you need to keep up with the Joneses per se. I sure do enjoy everybody's different way of collecting. I enjoy looking at pre-war stuff. I enjoy watching people collect big cards. You know, but honestly, for me, that's just probably not where I'm at. Sammy Calderon, catcher for the Braves. And I got to admit, I don't know much about Sammy. And I'm a big Braves fan, but I don't know a lot about him. He didn't stick with them too long, that's for sure. But, yeah, this is how I like to collect, and so I got to stay true, you know, to the core of who I am as a collector. I sure do enjoy other sports, obviously, with football, basketball, a little bit of hockey. And the last one is Jim Greengas, outfielder for the Cincinnati Reds. All right, guys, if you stuck with me this long, I do appreciate it. And, you know, these 54s are going to go well into the collection. I say 39 of them. And going to be building that set. And so I'm glad to at least get these cataloged and videoed. And I'll go back into these 2 boxes that I have. And eventually I'll get them put into my sets. And get them cataloged into my spreadsheet and my inventory. So anyways, wanted to share these with you, and hope you enjoyed this look at 39 common, beautiful 1954 cards. And if you like what you see, just give a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave a comment. Until next time, guys, take care.